Hello and welcome to my channel again, and another video, another fragrance review. Some more of these samples from the latest batch of decants I got. Massive box full of samples in here. In the last video I reviewed 5 that I haven't tried yet, so there has been a few of these that I've tried, but most of them I haven't tried yet because I just wanted this to be a first impression video. So let's find some hyped ones. I purposely saved the hype ones for the videos just because I know they're the ones that people want me to review the most. So it's better off if I save my first impressions for those, you know. But I got to tell you, it's been so hard having this box here and just like wanting to smell them all, and then just like, let's just say I need some discipline because I almost just ended up spraying all of them and trying them all, but had to be patient so I could make this video. So yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of samples in here. So I think we'll start off with the most hyped one that I wanted to try first, which is by Gritti. It's called Gossip Night, and it's by Gritti. So let's get this sample out for you. Gossip Night by Gritti. I'm not sure where the hype came from with this, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I think it may be one of those TikTok fragrances. I don't really know because I don't use TikTok. But I do want to try this and see what all the hype is about. And this will also be the first Gritti fragrance I've tried, but apparently they have a lot of nice scents. So maybe if I like this, I'll look at some more of the Gritti scents in the future. Yeah, that's really nice. That's fruity. It's like this fruity peach smell. Very feminine. It's like a girly peach, like a synthetic fruity girly peach smell. Not like the Tom Ford bitter peach. This is like a peach hair product or something, like a girly feminine like shampoo or conditioner. Obviously it's very sweet, so I think it's musky, vanilla-y peach as well. So I don't know what I would compare this to the most. Maybe something like Nishane's 100 Silent Ways. That's kind of like where I'm going with this. This is obviously way more fruity than that. But I may be wrong. It may not even be peach. It could be... It could be apple. Yeah, it's like peach or apple, but I'm going to lean a little bit more towards peach, just because it's a little creamier. It smells a little bit more that creaminess, which typically I would associate with like peach or peach fragrances. Yeah, so I did say it's quite feminine. I'm not sure if it's just a synthetic peach that's giving that smell, or if there is like a floral in there, because a lot of the time you do get those florals with the peaches as well. But I'm not sure. To me, it just smells like peach, vanilla, and musk. I'm just getting musk, vanilla, peach. I don't know if it's because my nose is a little bit blocked today. But I woke up a few hours ago and my nose is still a little bit blocked. So, yeah, I'm not getting the full smell at the moment. I wish my nose was working a little better right now. But yeah, all I can say is musky, creamy peach a little bit synthetic, and vanilla. So I'm gonna look on Fragrantica. That should tell me a little more detail what's in it. Gossip Night. Okay, so it was lychee, peach, whipped cream, caramel, vanilla, musk, cashmere, mango blossom, heliotrope. Yeah, so I get the peach, vanilla, musk, and yeah, you do get a little bit of that caramel sweetness and whipped cream. I did say it was very creamy, so this is fairly true to the notes that are on Fragrantica actually. So the creamy peach, it's totally there. Yeah, that's solid. I like it. I do usually like a lot of the more feminine smelling scents, so this is more feminine, but I do like it. I would wear something like this. I just know feminine scents do usually get me more compliments. For some reason, maybe just because the girls like them more. I don't know, but this is solid. So if you are a girl, I do recommend trying this one. So next, I really want to try Creed Erolfa, just because I haven't tried that yet, and it's been staring at me in its packaging, so I gotta try it, This one's Creed Erolfa. So with the brand Creed, there is a lot of hype scents. It's a massive house, so they've got tons of fragrances that get a lot of hype. This has it has the hype, but it also has a lot of hate as well. So I noticed this gets a lot more hate than a lot of other Creed fragrances. Maybe Viking gets a little bit more hate than this, but this is I don't always see positive things about this. So looking at the notes, it does seem like something I would like, just because it's apparently got melon in there. But I don't really know. I don't really know if I'm gonna like it or not until I smell it. So I just want to judge myself if it's good or bad, because I do like a lot of Creed fragrances. I don't want to say all of them that I like because there's a lot, but we'll try this one. Yeah, so that's got a nice opening. That is a really nice melon opening. So I don't already from the opening, I don't see anything bad about the opening. I get a very soapy melon. It's a soapiness and a melon smell. It is very blue in the opening, and it's got some of that dry woodiness to it. So I think vetiver or cedar, it's got a very dry wood in there. Yeah, I like it. I think melon, cedar or vetiver, soapy. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. What to figure out what that soapiness is, because that soapiness, it's gonna be hard to figure it out. Like it's like I want to say cardamom or iris, but it doesn't smell like either of them really. It's just soapy, but it's not really like an iris type of soapy. Yeah, this is really interesting because this is like from Creed. This is probably like the most fruity. And actually, no, maybe not the most fruity because they've got Melissa May Imperial. They've got Aventus, obviously, but this comes across as like the most blue fragrance from them. Almost in the same style as Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct. So to me, this is very close to First Instinct by Abercrombie and Fitch. And all I really smell in First Instinct is melon. Like melon with, I think, a little bit of oak moss or wood. So I'm getting that same type of smell in here, just with some soapiness to it. So yeah, think of like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, that melon. And then this is just like a little bit more of a niche quality smell. Even though it does still smell more like a designer, honestly. It's like, I'm only comparing it to Fierce, so yeah, it is like a better quality version of Fierce, but it still smells very designer-like. It almost smells like something that Prada would have came out with, because Prada love their soapy fragrances. I would expect that Prada would make something like this, If Prada had released something like this, I think it would have been really successful. I think a lot more people would have liked it. But maybe because it's Creed, a lot of people had higher expectations for Creed. It's totally something I like and would wear. It just smells. It smells like melon, and it smells woody and soapy, and I can't really figure out what else is in it. I want to say there is a floral in there, like a very light floral. But what is it? What is that floral I can smell? I should have brought my little chart that I have. I have a little chart that has just a bunch of ingredients written down on it, and then it helps me sometimes just figure out what's in a fragrance or not. So if I look at that chart, maybe I'll help me identify something in it. But yeah, if you sample fragrances like this, I would recommend writing a little chart or something like that. So just like list of woods, list of herbs, list of flowers, fruits, alcohols, animalic notes, and all that kind of thing. So that should help you pick out ingredients when you're testing a fragrance like this. Yeah, I'm gonna look on Fragrantica. I really want to now figure out what that soapy smell is, because it's got me really interested to figure out what that soapy smell is. Okay, so there is melon, but then there is ginger, jasmine, cyclamen, nutmeg, oak moss, sandalwood, cedar, pine, lime. It's got quite a lot of notes in it. I think I can smell the cyclamen, violets, but it's very it's very well balanced, actually. I think this is something Creed do very well. Creed are very good at balancing their notes. So it's like you can smell it, but you don't really know exactly what it is. It's just like balanced perfectly. And it's like the notes aren't clashing or anything. It's there, but it just complements everything else. Like you can tell, oh, there's a sweetness, but there's a little bit of soapiness that balances this out. And then it's like, okay, now I get a little bit of wood, but that's balanced out by like this very light floral note. So yeah, I was definitely getting something floral in there, but I wouldn't have guessed what floral that is. Just because I think the melon is just over. Well, the melon is the main thing I smell. So I think that's the dominant note in here that kind of overpowers everything a little bit, just a little bit, not completely overpowering, but it's hard to smell anything else besides the melon. Okay, so the soapiness, I don't know what the soapiness is. I'm going to assume that's nutmeg because or maybe ginger and nutmeg. Sometimes they do have a little bit of a soapy, nutmeg in particular can be a little bit soapy in the same way cardamom can be soapy, because they're like citrusy spices. Cardamom is one of those citrusy spices, but it can be a little soapy. Nutmeg can go a couple of different ways. It can smell like cola if you are comparing. If you were combining nutmeg with vanilla and cinnamon, it typically gets this cola smell. But then nutmeg, if it's a realistic nutmeg, it can be very citrusy or soapy as well. I'm trying to think of a good example here. But you'll see in a lot of those fragrances by like Kenzo or Penhaligon's, they have a lot of nutmeg in them, and they do get quite soapy sometimes. So, moving on to a new fragrance. I want to review something that is a little less hyped, or something that I haven't... There's some of them that I've already reviewed in like the other video. So I was saying at the start of this video, there's some that I've smelled, and then there's some that I haven't smelled. So I'm just gonna check my computer. Okay, so the next I'll do is On the Beach by Louis Vuitton. Wherever that is. I don't know. I've lost it. Oh, here it is. On the Beach by Louis Vuitton. I hope I don't have to edit this video, just because I've been taking way too long. Okay, On the Beach, Louis Vuitton. This is one that I have smelled actually, and I should be able to just quickly go through it, like tell you a little bit about it. So I will still spray this on my skin, but this to me is obviously more feminine, but it's like a nice citrusy scent. So you get this citrus, but then you get these like, it's like neroli or orange blossom and like a bergamot. So bergamot and orange blossom are like the two main things. And actually, I think it's yuzu. I think it is yuzu instead of bergamot, but it is so fresh. It's like very, very fresh. This is in the same family as Dior Homme Cologne, Jimmy Choo Man Ice, and maybe like Goldfield and Banks Bohemian Lime. It's in that same family of fragrance where it's like an icy cold lemonade. This is just a little bit more floral because there is a lot of neroli in here. And when I say a lot of neroli, I mean a lot. But this is one of the highest quality citrus scents I've ever smelled. So this is very, very natural, very realistic. It doesn't smell synthetic. It's just like a very icy cold lemonade. It's perfect on a really hot day. Very boring though. So it's pretty much a 2-note fragrance. This is yuzu, neroli, or orange blossom. Like, I think it's orange blossom or neroli, but that's the two main things. You could say there's like wood in there, but I mean, I don't even want to go that far to say it's a woody fragrance or anything. However, I did write down some notes on my computer. I did say it smells a little bit more like orange. So the first time I smelled this, I thought it was orange instead of yuzu or whatever. But then I remember looking at the notes, and I think I seen There's some weird things on the notes if I remember. I'm pretty sure sand was one of the notes. So there's sand apparently in this. But yeah, I do think it's balanced perfectly. I think there's nothing offensive in here. Light, airy, fresh, very similar to Dior Homme Cologne. More feminine. And some people just say it smells like afternoon swim. I don't think so. I don't think this is like afternoon swim. I think this is like a more feminine take on Dior Homme Cologne. But there's not much else you can really say about this besides it's a very basic citrus scent. So for the price, I don't think people are going to want to pay that money for a Louis Vuitton fragrance that is just pretty much 2 notes. And it smells like something you could get for a lot cheaper as well. So the notes were yuzu, neroli, rosemary, thyme, sand, cloves, pink pepper, cypress. So the wood you would get in here is cypress, but it's barely noticeable, and pretty much the rosemary and the thyme and all of that, they're not really noticeable either. So I would say that it's probably not really true to its notes exactly, because I don't get any cloves or anything, thank God, because I hate cloves. If I could smell cloves in here, I probably wouldn't like it. Yeah, but it's nice, inoffensive, safe. Maybe the safest fragrance that Louis Vuitton have. Right now, I'm going to say that is probably their safest fragrance, besides maybe Pacific Chill or something like that. But this is very citrusy and a little bit more realistic smelling than Pacific Chill. So, two more fragrances I'm going to review. And they're going to be ones that I've already tried as well. This one's called Bonbon Pop by the House of Oud. And I just want to check if I've already reviewed it. Okay, perfect. Bonbon Pop by the House of Oud. Come on. See if I can get this to focus quickly. There we go. Perfect. This fragrance, yeah, I've smelled this. This is a newer release, I believe, unless it was just newly stocked into Oligarch in Australia. I'm not sure, but I only recently heard about this one. And I gotta say, this is a love at first sniff for me. So I will spray this on my skin. But yeah, this is definitely love at first sniff. This is something that I easily fall in love with. It's like one of those scents that sucks me in immediately. It smells like Dahab by Kajal, which I can't remember if I have already reviewed that on his channel, but I know I have that fragrance. I own a full bottle of Dahab. If I haven't reviewed it, I should probably post that video soon, because Dahab is like one of the best fragrances I own, actually. It's like, gets me tons of compliments all the time. So let's just start off talking a little bit about Dahab. Dahab, it's got apple and passion fruit, and it's compared to Herba Pura, but I don't think it's really that close to Herba Pura. I mean, it's similar, but it's a way better version of Herba Pura, basically. So that's what I smell with this, is a very, very fruity, almost like an apple passion fruit combination. And then pink pepper, it's got a lot of pink pepper in there, so I don't really like pink pepper. That's the only thing I can really hate on about this, is the pink peppery smell. But this is really fruity. this is the type of scent that just gets you tons of compliments. I truly believe a lot of girls are gonna like this, maybe more than the guys are gonna like this. So if you are a girl, you definitely have to try Bonbon Pop, and you definitely got to try Dahab by Kajal. However, something was interesting. Even though it smells like Dahab, I do think the notes are completely different. So, I wrote down on my computer some of the notes that were in it. It's got peach, coconut, brown sugar, and patchouli, which is completely different than Dahab, which has apple, pink pepper, vanilla, and I think passion fruit. Maybe even like some type of floral like rose or something in Dahab. But Dahab is way different. They smell almost exactly the same, but just different notes. If you look on Fragrant Indicator, it's different notes, exact same smell pretty much. But what I like about this is a lot creamier and a lot more sweet. So vanilla and coconut, I'm guessing. Yeah, vanilla or coconut is what makes this a lot creamier than Dahab anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna move on to the next fragrance, but really love that one. Recommend that one a lot. So if you are a girl or guy, still try that one anyway. That's my first House of Oud fragrance, and I want to try some more from the House of Oud if I get a chance. So, okay, I got like some more high points in here. I'll save for another video another time. Okay, I'll finish this video with a pretty boring fragrance in my opinion. This one's by Juicettes. It's called Accident à la Vanille. This one I'm going to need the camera to focus so you can read it. Come on. Focus. It's called Accident à la Vanille. I don't know why it's not focusing. Doesn't matter. I'll write the name down somewhere on comments or description of this video so you can read it anyway. This is, I say boring because it's pretty much just a vanilla scent with like some caramel, some of those facets in it. Typical gourmand caramel style. Oh no, it's either sugar or caramel, even though same thing pretty much. Vanilla. There may be almond in it, so almond, caramel, vanilla. It does give me a little bit of an almond smell. A little bit like Joyboy Fire at Will. A little bit like those other caramel style fragrances, which... there was a hair there actually. That was annoying me. So, caramel. It's like those other caramel style fragrances like Vaniglia, Mazzolari, Vanille West Indies by Lignes Saint Barth. I think even Vanilla Absolute by Montal's Vanilla Absolute, I think has that same type of smell. And a little bit similar to Indult Tahoda. A little less woody, a little less smoky than Tahoda, but it's pretty much a gourmand vanilla, and that's about it. It's not really doing anything else. So if you want simple vanilla, it is good. It does smell really nice. It is very boring, but it's a nice smelling scent. So I'll just quickly see if there's any notes I've written down for this one. Resinous, ambery, Oh yeah, that's right. Benzoin as well. So it's an ambery resinous vanilla, a little bit sticky, like that caramel stickiness. Um, Benzoin, I think it probably got benzoin in there. And this was an accident. So it's called accident LA Vanille or whatever. But here's the thing: I accidentally bought the wrong one. I was supposed to get the creme de la berry version. So I didn't know this, but there's another version of this called creme de la berry, and that's the one I wanted because the other one's got like cheesecake and strawberry in there, and I really wanted that one with the cheesecake and strawberry because that's probably what I would have preferred over like a plain vanilla scent. So, um, just pointing that out, that me being dumb sometimes, I bought the wrong one, but you know, accidents happen. It's called accident LA Vanille, or LA Vanille. So I guess that's pretty ironic, but I'm gonna look on Fragrantica quickly and see if there's any notes that I'm missing. So Fragrantica says it's sandalwood, vanilla, and styrax. So there's no caramel listed on Fragrantica, so it just smells like caramel. I'm not getting sandalwood actually, even though it is a little bit on the woody vanilla, the dark vanilla side. So it is a dark vanilla scent. And styrax, if you don't know what styrax is, it's benzoin. Styrax and benzoin, the same thing. Benzoin is just an extract that comes from the styrax tree. So, well, actually, I think it's the resin. I think benzoin is the resin from the styrax tree. So, styrax and benzoin are interchangeable terms. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, so that's 5 cents anyway. I think this is another unisex scent. Unisex, gourmands, inoffensive. No one's really gonna hate it. And out of all these scents, I think they're all good. So I don't think there's a single bad scent out of these 5 that I just tried. However, if I do have to rank them from the best to worst, that's gonna be pretty high. Okay, so I think Bonbon Pop is my favorite so far. So Bonbon Pop is the best. And then hang on. Yeah. I want to say I like On the Beach because it's very inoffensive and basic. I just don't know if it's better than Gossip Night by Gritti. I think it's safer to wear. So this is hard to rank. Like I usually don't struggle with ranking fragrance, but I'm trying to think. Do I rank this with my personal bias preference, like what I like the most, or do I rank it in terms of what I would recommend to people? Because if I'm recommending it to people, I would say Bonbon Pop. Then I would probably say On the Beach. Then I would probably say Gritti, Gossip Night. And then, yeah, I think create a role for it. I mean, you can recommend any of these to people, so that's what makes this so hard. I have to go personal opinion here. So my personal opinion, Bonbon Pop is still the best. Then I would probably say create a role for. I actually do like create a role for. So I'm putting that second best, create a role for. And then I'm gonna say Gossip Night third, On the Beach fourth, Accident LA Vanille last. So that's my personal preference. But you could try all of these. They're all good, you know. Say Bonbon Pop first, create Erolfa second, and that's because I'm biased, by the way. I love melon and fragrances. That's completely biased. I know this has got a lot of hate. So I had to just rank them based off what I like. I like melon in a fragrance. I like the soapiness about this. I like the wood. I think it's very well balanced. Gritti Gossip Night. I really like the peach, the creamy peach smell. I think that's really good. It's not as fresh, not as wearable as maybe a Rolfer. I think if you were to get two people to compare Bonbon Pop and Gossip Night, I think more people would still choose Bonbon Pop over Gossip Night. So that's another reason as well. And on the beach, it's a little bit too feminine. Otherwise, if it wasn't as feminine, I would probably put this like higher on the list. And then this is just boring. LA Vanille is too boring, and I think I'm a little bit over those boring vanilla scents now. Even though it smells great, if I didn't try any other boring vanillas, I would really like that one. But I'm getting a little bit bored of those vanillas right now. So, yeah, that's my ranking. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it went for long, and I'm still contemplating if I should edit this or not. I'll watch the video back and see how it is, and I may just upload it. So yeah, peace out guys, and I hope you like this video anyway. Have a good day.